Hi, I'm E.D. Lewis, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, the library is still a little bit under reconstruction, and yes, I'm in a tank top again. This video is actually being pre-recorded, so I'm going to pretend that it's the day that this video is going up, so happy Saturday! And it's time for another Nocturnal Review. Tomorrow's the 4th, and I hope everybody has a great holiday. Or if you're seeing this after the 4th, I hope you all have a good holiday, or had a good holiday. So, this is actually kind of a surprise review. Yes, it is my new regular day for videos, but this was not an originally planned video. This was a video that I actually changed my plans sometime during the week, actually, and decided I was going to review something uber current. So I just finished watching Fear Street Part 1, 1994. Now, I actually saw this, sorry, I had to stop and think. I actually saw this advertised, and I didn't know anything about it and stuff, and so I watched the trailer, and I got kind of excited about it. So I was like, ooh, something new to watch, and also, I'm familiar with Fear Street, but I've never read any of the books. I do have some of the books, like this one right here, which I hope to read at some point. My halo is reflecting off it. This is the first in the cheerleaders. This is the first evil. So, I have not read any R.L. Stine books at all. I've never read any of the Goosebumps books. I'm familiar with some of the titles. I've never seen the movies. I've seen one episode from the TV series, though, when I was little, and it was on VHS. And I've never read any of the Fear Street, as you can see. I have read some point horror, which I'm actually reading one right now for my summer read, but it's not by R.L. Stine. So I'm kind of a novice to it, but I've gone in with an open mind, and I liked it. It was a pretty good film. It's definitely a throwback to the slasher genre, with a bit of a twist, because some murders in the town of, it's escaping me right now, Shadyside, have occurred, starting at the mall, or at least that's where the film starts. This group of teens, led by Dina and her brother Josh, get roped up into this murder mystery, which ends up starting a rivalry between it and their neighboring town of Sunnyvale, or Sunnyville, I think it's Sunnyvale. You can tell I'm a novice here. And it may actually have a bit of a supernatural twist to it. I don't want to give anything away, so if you haven't seen it, you'll go in, not knowing a whole lot. There is definitely a backstory with a witch involved, and that's all I'm going to say on that. There is quite a bit of gore. I was rather surprised by it. It's not exactly meant for kids. I think it's more directed at the, kind of older teen audience, and also the adults who, grew up reading the books in the late 80s and late 80s and through the 90s. So I think that's its target audience. It does have some LGBT characters in it, which is really awesome, and it does end on a cliffhanger. Like I said, there is lots of gore and stuff, and there are some twists and turns and some shocks, and there is some comedy to it. But all in all, it is definitely a serious horror trilogy. So I'm very excited about Part 2, because Part 2 is taking place in the 70s, which I'm not a big fan of a lot of 70s stuff. I'm more into the 80s stuff. But it looks like it does kind of a throwback to, like, Friday the 13th and stuff, because it's at the late 80s, so it's around that time when Halloween came out, actually the same year, and not too many years before, Friday the 13th. So it's going to do a bigger slasher throwback, because this first one takes place in 1994, and so there's more I could say about that, but I don't want any spoilers for you guys. And then, of course, Part 3 is going to take place in, see, I really want to say, because I want to change my comment of takes place. because I want to alter it just a little bit, but I don't want to because I don't want to spoil anything. The topic's going to be 1666, kind of going back to the beginning of all of it, so. But all in all, if you haven't seen it, do check it out. If you are a fan of the Fear Street, hopefully you'll check it out and stuff. I need to read some Fear Street. Don't know when I'm going to get on that. I have the Trilogy, and I have the Goodnight Kiss 1 and 2 in the Collector's Edition, so. Someday I'll get those read, and I can do, have more context. But the books themselves do make cameos at the beginning of the movie, and so does the B. Dalton, so I miss the B. Dalton. There used to be a B. Dalton about 40 minutes away, and it was just a little one, but I loved that store. It was such a nice bookstore. So, anyway, that is my review for Fear Street Part 1, 1994. I do plan on watching the entire trilogy each week, so next Friday I'll be watching Part 2, probably giving a review for it right afterwards. Like I said, I found the characters very engaging. There are many kills, there's quite a kill count, twists and turns, a bit of a supernatural edge to it, and it is creepy, so. And I'm a fan of horror, so of course I'm going to find enjoyment in it. And it's also quite nostalgic. So, anyway, that's all I have for you, and I will see you next time. Have a great holiday. Unless you've seen this after the holiday, then, I hope you've had a great holiday. And, yeah, so I'll see you next time right here on Edilow's Reviews for another Nocturnal review next Saturday. Bye-bye.